In this video, I'm going to go through my scleral lens routine. I apologize for the poor quality because I'm just doing this on my phone before I go to bed. The first thing I do is wash my hands, and I like to use the Vista Prep hand scrub refill because I can add water to it and just put it in a Bath and Body Works bottle that I've cleaned out, and this will make it foaming. So it works really well because it doesn't have any dyes or creams or oils, and it's antibiotic, so it's perfect for lenses. So after I wash my hands, I'm going to start by pulling my lens out because I actually have a lens in right now. And to do that first, I need to wet the lens that's in there. That helps loosen the suction a little bit. And then I can just take this suction cup and do it anywhere around the edge, and it'll just pop right out. And then to store it, I use Clearcare, and you know not to put that in your eye because it has the red top. Just fill this up to the line. And then put the lens in the holder. It just pops right off of the plunger. And then I can just leave that soak for 6 hours minimum. So I can set that up to the side, and I have another lens here that is the same lens. I just have two in case I lose one. So I just peel that out. Then to put it in my eye, I first have to wet the tip of this special plunger. It's a larger plunger and it has suction to it that works really well. So I wet the end of the plunger. I use Unisol 4. It has no preservatives and it works great for this. The other thing that I sometimes use is Addipac. This is also sterile saline, but it's individually packaged, so I can carry them with me. But to put the lens on, I just squeeze, and then I have to make sure it's nice and centered. I like to rinse it, but you don't have to after using the Unisol, or I'm sorry, the Clearcare, because it does neutralize on its own. So I have to make sure that it's right in the middle, just like that. And then I will fill it. I'm going to use one of these instead of the Unisol today. These are not resealable, so once you use it once, you should throw the rest of it out. So then I'm going to fill it as full as I possibly can, and there will be a big bulge at the top because it can hold a lot more than you would believe. So that's what it looks like. And then the next important step is always pin your hair away. I've made the mistake twice of not doing that and getting one hair stuck under the lens when I put it in, which just feels very strange. Okay, so then I have to dry my hand very well, otherwise my eyelids will slip out from between my fingers. And the best way I found to do it is to put one right on the inside here. I'm going to dry that a little bit more. And then one right on the inside of the top. If I do it right about there, it actually allows me to open it farther than if I would more on the outside of my eye. So then I open it as wide as I can. I bring this straight up, push it on, and then squeeze the plunger to release it. I can look for any air bubbles, and I've only had air bubbles happen once, so it's not a frequent problem. And then I can look and make sure that the dots at the top are aligned right at the top of my eye. If not, I can just tilt it a little bit with my finger until they're right where I want them. And then usually that's all it takes. Every once in a while when I put it in, I'll have this strange sensation that it's moving around, and I'm not sure why that is, if it's an air bubble or something is not tight, but then I'll just take it out and put it in again and it'll be fine. So I'm not sure what that's about. Pushing on it or moving around doesn't help that, but taking it out fixes that right away. And then again, some of the things that I use are the Vistaprep, the Clearcare. For drops afterward, I like to put in a drop immediately after I put in the lens just to lubricate the outside. My favorite ones right now are the theratears preservative free in the eye, which means it does have a preservative that is supposed to evaporate when you put it in your eye, but these seem to have a little more staying power for me than the other ones do. The theratears with no preservatives are also very nice. They don't come in resealable packages, so you use them once and throw them out, which is fairly wasteful. The blink contacts works okay too. These don't really stick around too long for me though, but I can get them in bulk off of eBay, so I do have a bunch of them around in case I lose my other ones. And then to clean my tools, generally what I will do is make a new container of the Clearcare, and I will just leave the tools in there overnight. Sometimes I'll just rinse them with the Clearcare instead, and then just rinse them really well with the Unisol or other saline solution. I don't use water for anything for cleaning for any reason. And I think that is all I have to say. Thanks.